Hi, we're Tim and Diane. We've been married for over 20 years and live the typical American life, going to work every morning and playing just on the weekends. In 2020, we bought a camper van and named her Elsie after my grandma, whose husband died shortly before his retirement. Determined not to let life pass us by, we decided to take Elsie out on the road with our two dogs, Peggy and Ellie, for some adventure. So now we're trying out life on the road, running trails, and living life while we're young. Come join us. It is time to go to Colorado. We are heading back to Colorado to see my parents and friends and lots of good stuff. Looking forward to seeing everybody. We got the van all packed up, dogs in the back. Hopefully everything's stowed and we're ready to go. So we have about 3.5 hours according to the GPS, which means it'll take us a little bit longer. And we'll be stopping in Oregon tonight. We have reservations at a campsite, so we should be able to fill up with water. We'll have power tonight, so we should be all set. So, we're on our way. And right at sunset.
Here we are at Hat Rock State Park. See, windshield's a little dirty. There's some of the rock over there.
Long driving day, but good day. I drove and Tim worked.
Over on the left over here is our...
Right.
On your left and my right is the hat. I guess maybe that's the Hat Rock over there. It looks like a little bit of a hat. So here we are at the Hat Rock State Park.
We are staying at the Good Sam across the street.
Yep.
They say they are still open. And they have made it just in time to check in. I haven't paid, so.
Alright. Here we are.
So it's 10:30 at night. And we went to lower the couch down to make a bed. And it wouldn't go down flat. You see the girls are all nestled in their bed. Yeah, they're ready to go to sleep. And Tim is working underneath the bed. Joy, joy. Always fun when something breaks right before bed. But it looks like our bed is flat now, so we're making progress. We should be able to get to sleep. But you really never want to see the tools out this late at night. We did some work in the van a little while back and took the cushion off, and when we put everything back together, I guess we didn't make sure that it would lay flat. So we get to do that tonight. But now we have a flat bed so we can go to sleep. Yay! Alright, so here we are, bright and early in the morning, ready to head out on the trail at Hat Rock State Park. It's a beautiful morning. It'd be good to get a little exercise in before we hit the road again. I just got back from our walk. We did about 2 miles on the Lewis and Clark commemorative trail. Now she's very thirsty. We had a good walk. It's in the 30s, so a little cool, but nice time to do a quick brisk walk. So after a long day of driving, we are at our campsite in Idaho, on the border of Idaho and Utah, so making our way toward Colorado. We got to our campsite and now I'm cooking, making some dinner for us. These nice little one-pot meals make really quick dinners when we're just getting into a campsite. So looking forward to a good night's sleep and then another long day tomorrow as we finally make our way into Colorado. Day 3. We have traveled from Idaho into Utah. We're in Utah right now, on our way to Grand Junction for the night tonight. Stopped at Price Canyon to do a little walk, get some exercise, break up our trip a little, and we found a really neat place. The road was closed coming up, so we just parked down by the road, by the interstate, and then just hiked up the road. And now we're about to head back down. Nice little travel break. Nice steep one, isn't it? We arrived in Grand Junction just after dark and found a camping spot in the Saddle Horn Campground in the Colorado National Monument. We woke up to a beautiful sunrise and then went for a run in the national park. While in Colorado, we enjoyed celebrating Christmas with my parents, even though it was March. And of course, the dogs got spoiled by their grandparents. We got to enjoy some of our old favorite running routes and run with our friend Daryl. But before we knew it, it was time to head back to Washington State. So we're on our way back to Washington from Colorado, and we found out that the Fruita Welcome Center in Colorado has a free dump station, and it's just perfect because the dump station is that way, and right beside us is the pet area. So we get to dump our tanks, fill it with fresh water, and let the dogs out all in this one little area. And it's free. So nice find. So we made it to Utah, our first day of travel. Long day, but we made it. And a shorter day tomorrow. So that'll be nice. We'll see you tomorrow. So are you excited about driving this morning?
I'm sure.
We have snow.
Hopefully it won't be super exciting.
Yeah. So we are leaving our campsite
Should have had the arrow
on Friday morning, heading from Utah to Idaho today. So we knew there were some things about trying to travel from Washington to Colorado and back in March that would be challenging. Traveling in the West in the spring can be really unpredictable. One of the issues has been the weather. We're in some snow right now. And you never know this time of year what kind of weather you will have. Sometimes it's bright and sunny and wonderful, and then sometimes you hit these snow showers. And sometimes the spring snows can be quite heavy. The other issue we've come upon is that some of the RV parks are not open yet. It seems that a lot of them around here open April 1st. So we're just a little bit early to be able to hit some of those. So it's been really good that when we found campsites we thought we wanted to use, I've called and been able to find out ahead of time if they're open or not. So that's just one of those things you have to deal with these early spring trips that you don't have so much in the summer. The good thing is there aren't as many people camping, so if the campsite is open, it's generally easier to find a spot. One of the really cool things about traveling in an RV is how easy it is to get food. So we have some leftovers of food that we've gotten before. And this is our first time to try out our new Pampered Chef griddle. It fits right on top of the burners of the stove and lets us heat things up. So we're just outside of Flying J in their parking lot and gonna have a little lunch. It is Saturday morning in Buell, Idaho, and we are on our way to Box Canyon State Park. Our Harvest host recommended that as a good place for us to do a run this morning. So we're gonna go get Ellie out for a walk and go for a run before we continue to head north and head for Oregon today. That was a really cool run at Box Canyon State Park. Nice little park. Really just a trail here and a couple of small parking lots. We parked at the parking lot that's actually outside of the park, so we didn't have to pay, and it gave us an extra half a mile in, half a mile back. We ran half a mile up the road to get to the trailhead, and then we went through a gate and down a road, and that was a really good direction to take because we had some nice downhills, and at the end we had some ups that would have been really hard to run down. And then saw some beautiful waterfalls. There were a lot of gnats, which we don't really have so much of in Colorado or Washington. But, and it only being the end of March, I'm guessing the bugs are pretty bad in the summer. But it was absolutely beautiful. We had great weather to run, had a good time, and now we're back to the van to get some water and some food. Okay, so correction on that. We got back to the van and had the little envelope sitting on our van telling us we needed to pay. So we've got our $7. It was well worth it. Happy to support the state park.
Yep.
We have have stopped to fill up on diesel and feed the dogs their dinner, their favorite part of the day. Buell, Idaho was a wonderful place for us to stop. We had a great harvest host, had a good time there, went to the Box Canyon State Park and had a wonderful run, so that was excellent. And then the Chamber of Commerce downtown had a free dump site. They just asked for a donation, so that was really nice. Tim said it was a great place to refill on anything. Looked like it had a lot of places that had propane, so it was just a really good spot for everything that we needed. So if you go through Idaho, maybe put Buell on your list of places to stop. This trip has had a little bit of everything. We have driven in sunshine, rain, snow, sleet, and now we have some serious winds. Stopped at a rest area filling up with water. And it is so windy that the van is rocking even just sitting still. We have huge gusts of wind. So I think because the wind is so bad, and looking at the weather forecast, it looked like some snow was supposed to move through tonight, but it would be clear tomorrow. So we decided to stop for the night. So we are at some BLM land. Our first time to stay at BLM land. So with our America the Beautiful pass, we get to stay here for half price. So $7.50, and we get a place to stay overnight. To running. You find a place to do it wherever you are. And when you have scenes like this, it's not too bad to run on the road. Never miss a Monday. Back, then it's time to unpack, pack up our bags, and get back to the apartment. Subscribe to our channel for more travel and trail running videos.